In a world that constantly demands more from us, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking external validation. Nobody cares about you reminds us of the empowering truth that our worth is not dependent on the approval of others, but on our ability to take full responsibility for our lives. True freedom and growth begin when we accept that we are the creators of our own paths, and that the power to shape our destiny lies within ourselves, not in the hands of others. This realization is both liberating and daunting, as it places the responsibility of our happiness and success squarely on our shoulders. Personal responsibility is the cornerstone of self-empowerment and growth. It begins with an honest acknowledgement that our lives are shaped by our own actions, choices, and decisions. Often it is easier to place blame on external circumstances, be it bad luck, other people, or an unfavorable environment. Yet the truth remains. The power to shape our lives lies within us. Accepting this truth is not merely an intellectual exercise. It is a profound shift in perspective. It is the moment when you stop seeing yourself as a passive participant in your life and begin to embrace your role as its active creator. This realization is both liberating and daunting. It liberates because it puts the control firmly in your hands, and daunting because it leaves no room for excuses. Owning your decisions means recognizing that every choice carries consequences, both positive and negative. For instance, neglecting your health may lead to physical ailments, just as procrastination on your goals results in missed opportunities. Yet this understanding is not meant to invoke guilt or self-blame, but to inspire action. When you internalize that the outcomes of your life are directly tied to your decisions, you begin to approach each moment with greater intentionality. Each action becomes an opportunity to build a better future, and every small step forward becomes a testament to your commitment to growth. This shift empowers you to move past obstacles that once felt insurmountable, not because the challenges have disappeared, but because your mindset has evolved. Taking responsibility for your growth requires a departure from the victim mentality. It is tempting to dwell in narratives where external forces are to blame for our shortcomings. If only I had more support, or if only this had not happened, are common refrains that keep us stuck. But the truth is, as long as we linger in these thoughts, we give away our power. Responsibility entails owning not only your successes, but also your mistakes and failures. It is about facing the discomfort of realizing where you fell short and using those realizations as stepping stones. Each mistake carries a lesson, and each failure is an opportunity to recalibrate your efforts. This process of learning and adapting becomes a cycle of continuous improvement, one that strengthens your character and sharpens your focus. Growth does not come solely from monumental decisions or life-changing moments. It is rooted in the mundane, the everyday choices that seem inconsequential, but ultimately define the trajectory of your life. How you spend your mornings, how you react to setbacks, and how you allocate your energy are all reflections of your commitment to personal responsibility. When you begin to take ownership of these small moments, larger changes naturally follow. Life rewards those who are proactive rather than reactive, those who choose to act with purpose instead of waiting for circumstances to align perfectly. This proactive approach builds momentum, and soon enough, the very act of taking responsibility becomes second nature. A critical aspect of personal responsibility is the willingness to be honest with yourself. This honesty is not always comfortable. It requires looking in the mirror and confronting hard truths. Are you truly giving your best effort? Are you holding yourself accountable, or are you making excuses? These questions demand courage, but they also pave the way for genuine growth. Being truthful with yourself is not about being harsh or judgmental. It is about recognizing where you are and identifying where you want to go. This level of self-awareness fosters clarity, enabling you to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. It is this clarity that transforms uncertainty into confidence and indecision into resolve. Another dimension of personal responsibility lies in emotional accountability. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. People may disappoint you and plans may fall apart. But while you cannot control every external factor, you can control how you respond to them. Emotional accountability means taking charge of your reactions. Instead of succumbing to frustration or anger, you can choose to pause, reflect, and respond in ways that align with your long-term goals. This ability to regulate your emotions not only enhances your resilience, but also deepens your sense of inner peace. It allows you to navigate the complexities of life with grace, ensuring that setbacks do not derail your progress. When you fully embrace personal responsibility, even failure takes on a different meaning. Rather than viewing it as a dead end, you begin to see failure as a teacher. Each setback becomes an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. By asking yourself, what can I do better next time? You transform obstacles into opportunities. This mindset fosters a sense of empowerment that no external validation can replicate. You stop waiting for others to fix your problems or pave the way for your success. Instead, you take ownership of your journey, confident in your ability to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. Personal responsibility is not a burden, but a pathway to freedom. It liberates you from the constraints of external expectations and empowers you to live authentically. When you stop seeking others to fulfill your needs or define your worth, you create a life that aligns with your values and dreams. Every choice becomes a reflection of the person you aspire to be, and each step forward reinforces your sense of purpose. This self-directed approach to life fosters a profound sense of fulfillment, one that is rooted not in fleeting achievements, but in the enduring satisfaction of knowing that you are the architect of your destiny. Empowerment begins with self-care, an essential practice that lays the foundation for physical, emotional, and mental well-being. In a world that constantly demands more of us, whether from work, family, or societal expectations, self-care serves as a powerful tool for reclaiming control over our lives. It is not merely about indulgence or fleeting moments of relaxation. Self-care is an intentional act of valuing yourself enough to meet your own needs. When you prioritize your well-being, you send a clear message to yourself and the world that you are worthy of time, effort, and care. This realization is transformative as it empowers you to approach life with renewed energy and resilience. The practice of self-care begins with acknowledging that your energy is finite. Many people operate under the false belief that they must give endlessly to others without ever replenishing themselves. Over time, this leads to burnout, frustration, and a sense of depletion. True empowerment through self-care involves setting boundaries and understanding that saying no is not an act of selfishness, but one of self-preservation. Boundaries protect your time and energy, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. By being intentional about what you take on and what you let go of, you create space for growth, creativity, and fulfillment. Boundaries are not walls that isolate you, but frameworks that support a healthier and more balanced life. Self-care is also about listening to your body and mind. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it is easy to ignore the signals your body sends when it needs rest, nourishment, or attention. However, empowerment comes from honoring those signals and recognizing that neglecting them only leads to greater issues down the line. Whether it is getting enough sleep, eating well, or engaging in regular exercise, taking care of your physical health provides the stamina needed to face life's challenges. Similarly, mental self-care, practices like mindfulness, journaling, or taking breaks, helps clear your mind, reduce stress, and maintain focus. By addressing both physical and mental needs, you cultivate a holistic sense of well-being that strengthens your ability to navigate the complexities of life. Prioritizing your emotional health is another critical aspect of self-care. Life is filled with highs and lows, and emotional resilience is key to managing these fluctuations. Self-care in this context involves giving yourself permission to feel your emotions without judgment. It means creating safe spaces to process your feelings, whether through reflection, conversation, or creative outlets. Emotional self-care also requires letting go of toxic influences, be they relationships, environments, or habits that drain your energy and disrupt your peace. Surrounding yourself with positivity and support fosters a sense of security and belonging, empowering you to approach life with confidence and calm. An often overlooked dimension of self-care is the importance of pursuing your passions and interests. Empowerment comes from engaging in activities that bring you joy, spark curiosity, and ignite your creativity. These pursuits remind you of your individuality and uniqueness, reinforcing the idea that your worth is not tied solely to productivity or external achievements. Carving out time for hobbies, learning, or exploration nourishes your soul and provides a much-needed balance to the demands of daily life. By dedicating time to what truly fulfills you, you align with your authentic self and build a life that reflects your values and aspirations. Empowerment through self-care also involves the courage to prioritize yourself, even when it feels uncomfortable. Society often glorifies self-sacrifice, equating busyness with success and neglecting personal needs with virtue. However, this mindset is not sustainable. Taking care of yourself is not an act of defiance, but an affirmation that your well-being matters. It is about recognizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup and that by prioritizing yourself, you become better equipped to support others. Empowerment comes from shifting this perspective and understanding that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. One of the most powerful effects of self-care is the sense of clarity and focus it brings. When you are well rested, nourished, and emotionally balanced, you are better equipped to make decisions, solve problems, and face challenges. Self-care clears the mental fog and restores your capacity to think critically and act decisively. It enhances your ability to prioritize, ensuring that your energy is directed toward what truly matters. This focus allows you to live with greater intentionality, aligning your actions with your long-term goals and values. Empowerment through self-care also fosters self-awareness. When you take the time to care for yourself, you develop a deeper understanding of your needs, boundaries, and desires. This self-awareness is empowering because it enables you to navigate life with confidence and purpose. You learn to trust your instincts, make decisions that align with your values, and advocate for yourself when necessary. Self-care becomes a form of self-respect, reinforcing the belief that you are deserving of a fulfilling and balanced life. Self-care cultivates resilience. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. However, when you consistently prioritize your well-being, you build an inner reserve of strength that helps you weather storms with grace. Self-care equips you with the tools to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and maintain a positive outlook even in difficult times. This resilience is not just about surviving, but thriving, as it empowers you to approach life with optimism, courage, and determination. Empowerment through self-care is a lifelong journey, one that requires ongoing commitment and intentionality. It is about choosing yourself every day, recognizing that your well-being is the foundation upon which everything else is built. By prioritizing your needs, setting boundaries, and engaging in practices that nurture your mind, body, and spirit, you create a life that is not only sustainable, but deeply fulfilling. Self-care is not selfish. It is the ultimate act of self-love, and through it, you gain the strength and clarity to live authentically and purposefully. Independence is a powerful and liberating force, offering a sense of self-reliance and freedom that is unmatched by external support or validation. It begins with the recognition that relying on others for emotional or financial stability can be limiting and at times disempowering. True independence, however, is not about isolation or rejecting help. It is about cultivating the ability to stand on your own while maintaining healthy connections with others. It is about knowing that your life, decisions, and happiness are ultimately your responsibility. This realization is the first step toward embracing the empowerment that comes with independence. Financial independence is a cornerstone of living freely. Without it, choices are often dictated by necessity or dependency, which can stifle personal growth and self-expression. Achieving financial independence requires discipline, planning, and a commitment to building a stable foundation. It may involve learning to manage resources wisely, living within one's means, and investing in opportunities that ensure long-term security. The sense of autonomy that comes with financial independence extends far beyond money. It allows you to make decisions that align with your values and goals without being constrained by financial obligations or reliance on others. It grants you the freedom to pursue dreams, take risks, and explore paths that might otherwise seem unattainable. Emotional independence is equally vital. It is the ability to find strength, comfort, and validation within yourself rather than seeking these from external sources. Emotional independence does not mean shutting out others or avoiding relationships. Instead, it is about developing a secure sense of self that is not easily shaken by external circumstances. This strength enables you to navigate life's challenges with resilience and confidence. Emotional independence allows you to manage your feelings, process setbacks, and maintain a sense of balance even in difficult situations. It is the foundation of self-assurance and emotional well-being, empowering you to build relationships based on mutual respect rather than dependency. Solitude is a critical aspect of independence, offering the space and stillness needed to foster self-awareness, creativity, and emotional resilience. In solitude, you are free from distractions and external pressures, allowing you to reflect on your goals, values, and aspirations. This quiet time is an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, understand your desires, and evaluate the direction of your life. Many people fear solitude, mistaking it for loneliness, but the two are vastly different. Solitude is a choice, a deliberate act of stepping away from the noise of the world to nurture your inner self. It is in these moments of quiet introspection that you often gain the clarity needed to make meaningful decisions and pursue your authentic path. Creativity flourishes in solitude. When you are free from interruptions, your mind has the freedom to wander and explore new ideas. Solitude provides the mental space needed for innovation and problem solving, allowing you to think deeply and creatively about challenges and opportunities. Many great artists, thinkers, and innovators have credited solitude as the catalyst for their most profound insights and breakthroughs. It is in these moments of undisturbed focus that you can tap into your full creative potential, exploring possibilities and uncovering solutions that might otherwise remain hidden amidst the chaos of daily life. Resilience is another gift of independence, particularly when nurtured through solitude and self-reliance. Life is full of uncertainties, and the ability to adapt and persevere in the face of adversity is essential. Independence teaches you to rely on your inner strength, cultivating the mindset and skills needed to overcome challenges without becoming overwhelmed. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them head-on with courage and determination. When you embrace independence, you learn to view obstacles as opportunities for growth, knowing that you have the tools and capabilities to navigate them successfully. Self-reliance also fosters a deep sense of confidence and empowerment. When you take responsibility for your own success and happiness, you build trust in your abilities and judgment. This trust is not about being perfect or never making mistakes, but about knowing that you can handle setbacks and learn from them. Independence enables you to make decisions with clarity and conviction, unencumbered by the need for approval or validation from others. This confidence spills over into all areas of life, enhancing your ability to take risks, seize opportunities, and pursue your goals with unwavering determination. Relationships take on a new dynamic when approached from a place of independence. Rather than seeking someone to complete or support you, you approach relationships as a whole and fulfilled individual. This shift allows for healthier, more balanced connections built on mutual respect and shared values. Independence enhances your ability to communicate openly, set boundaries, and nurture relationships without losing yourself in the process. It is not about distancing yourself from others, but about engaging with them authentically, without the need for validation or dependency. Living independently also means embracing the responsibility that comes with freedom. Independence is not a one-time achievement, but a continuous practice of making intentional choices and managing the consequences of those choices. It requires self-discipline, as there is no one else to hold you accountable for your actions. This accountability is empowering because it reinforces the understanding that you are in control of your life. Each decision, whether big or small, contributes to the trajectory of your journey. And the more you take ownership of these decisions, the more empowered you become. The journey toward independence is not without challenges. It often involves stepping outside of your comfort zone and confronting fears of failure or inadequacy. However, these challenges are opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Each step you take toward independence builds resilience, confidence, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Over time, the initial discomfort of taking responsibility for your life is replaced by a profound sense of empowerment and freedom. Independence ultimately leads to a life that is authentically yours. When you are no longer bound by the expectations or influences of others, you are free to create a life that aligns with your values, passions, and aspirations. This freedom allows you to explore your potential fully, pursue your dreams fearlessly, and live with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Independence is not just a state of being. It is a way of life that empowers you to thrive on your terms, embracing the challenges and opportunities that come your way with confidence and grace. Letting go of the need for approval is a transformative step toward living an authentic and fulfilling life. From an early age, many of us are conditioned to seek validation from others, parents, teachers, peers, and society at large. This constant pursuit of approval becomes ingrained, shaping how we view ourselves and our decisions. While external validation can sometimes motivate and encourage, an over-reliance on it diminishes self-worth and autonomy. When you live for the approval of others, you hand over the reins of your life, allowing their opinions to dictate your choices and ultimately your sense of identity. Breaking free from this cycle is not easy, but it is essential for personal growth and self-discovery. The first step in letting go of approval seeking is recognizing its impact on your life. Constantly seeking validation places your self-worth in the hands of others, making you vulnerable to their judgments and opinions. This external focus often leads to feelings of insecurity and self-doubt. As no amount of approval can ever fully satisfy an internal void, you begin to prioritize others' expectations over your own needs and desires, sacrificing authenticity for the fleeting comfort of acceptance. However, the truth is that no one can define your worth except you. Realizing this is liberating because it shifts the source of validation from external to internal, empowering you to take ownership of your life. Embracing your authenticity is the antidote to approval seeking. Authenticity means living in alignment with your values, beliefs, and passions, rather than conforming to what others expect of you. It requires a willingness to be vulnerable, to stand firm in who you are, even when it risks rejection or criticism. When you prioritize authenticity, you stop molding yourself to fit others' expectations and start embracing the unique qualities that make you who you are. This shift is empowering because it allows you to live with integrity and self-respect, free from the constant pressure to please. Letting go of approval seeking also involves building self-confidence. When you rely on external validation, your confidence becomes fragile, easily shaken by others' opinions. By contrast, self-confidence rooted in self-awareness and self-acceptance is unshakable. It comes from understanding your strengths and weaknesses, appreciating your accomplishments, and accepting your imperfections. Confidence grows when you learn to trust your judgment and decisions, knowing that you are capable of navigating challenges and achieving your goals. This inner confidence eliminates the need for approval because you recognize that your worth is inherent and not contingent on others' opinions. One of the most challenging aspects of breaking free from approval seeking is overcoming the fear of rejection. Rejection can feel deeply personal, as though it invalidates your choices or diminishes your value. However, rejection is a natural part of life and often has little to do with your worth. It is important to reframe rejection as a redirection rather than a failure. Each time you face rejection and choose to move forward, you build resilience and strengthen your sense of self. Over time, rejection loses its power to define you, and you begin to see it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. When you stop seeking approval, you open the door to deeper and more meaningful relationships. Relationships based on approval seeking often lack authenticity, as they are built on a foundation of pleasing rather than genuine connection. By letting go of the need to impress or gain approval, you create space for relationships rooted in mutual respect and understanding. These connections are more fulfilling because they allow you to be fully yourself without fear of judgment. People who appreciate you for who you are rather than what you do for them bring a sense of belonging and support that is far more valuable than superficial validation. Breaking free from approval seeking also fosters greater creativity and independence. When you are no longer preoccupied with meeting others' expectations, you gain the freedom to explore new ideas, take risks, and pursue your passions. Creativity flourishes in this space of authenticity because it is no longer constrained by the fear of judgment. Similarly, independence grows when you trust your instincts and follow your path, unencumbered by the need for external validation. This independence allows you to live boldly and unapologetically, embracing opportunities and challenges with confidence and courage. The journey to letting go of approval seeking is not linear, nor is it free from challenges. There will be moments of doubt and discomfort as you confront the deeply ingrained habits of seeking validation. However, these moments are opportunities to practice self-compassion and remind yourself of the freedom and empowerment that come with living authentically. Each step you take toward breaking free from approval seeking strengthens your sense of self and aligns your life with your true values and aspirations. Letting go of the need for approval is a radical act of self-love. It is a declaration that you are enough, just as you are, without the need for external validation. By shifting your focus inward and prioritizing your well-being, you gain the clarity and strength to live authentically and purposefully. Approval seeking may offer temporary comfort, but true fulfillment comes from embracing your uniqueness and trusting in your inherent worth. The journey to self-acceptance is not without its challenges, but the reward is a life of freedom, authenticity, and unshakable confidence. Neglect, though often perceived as a source of pain, holds within it the potential to become a profound catalyst for personal growth and transformation. The absence of support or validation from others can feel isolating and disheartening, yet it also creates a unique space for self-reflection and self-discovery. When you are overlooked or dismissed, you are afforded the opportunity to look inward and define your worth on your terms rather than relying on external validation. This shift in perspective allows you to harness neglect as a tool for building resilience, self-discipline, and a stronger sense of self. The first step in transforming neglect into motivation is to reframe the experience. Instead of viewing neglect as a reflection of your inadequacies, See it as an invitation to step into your strength and independence. Neglect does not diminish your value. Rather, it challenges you to assert it. By shifting your focus away from the absence of external support and toward the possibilities that lie within, you take the first step in reclaiming your narrative. This mindset not only empowers you to rise above the circumstances, but also fosters a sense of agency and control over your path forward. Neglect often strips away the distractions of external influence, forcing you to rely on your inner resources. While this can feel daunting at first, it is also a powerful opportunity to cultivate self-discipline. Without the safety net of constant encouragement or guidance, you learn to hold yourself accountable for your goals and actions. Self-discipline becomes the cornerstone of your progress, as each small step forward is a testament to your commitment and determination. Over time, this internal drive strengthens, enabling you to achieve more than you may have thought possible. Neglect, then, becomes not a barrier, but a springboard for personal achievement. Resilience is another profound lesson that emerges from experiencing neglect. Life's challenges can be unpredictable and relentless, and the ability to navigate them with grace and determination is essential. Neglect teaches you to find strength within yourself, even when external support is lacking. Each setback or moment of disregard becomes an opportunity to develop emotional fortitude, teaching you to withstand difficulties and bounce back with greater resolve. The resilience gained from these experiences becomes a lifelong asset, allowing you to approach future challenges with confidence and composure. One of the most significant gifts of neglect is the clarity it provides. When you are no longer surrounded by the noise of external expectations or opinions, you have the space to focus on what truly matters to you. This solitude fosters introspection, enabling you to evaluate your values, priorities, and goals without the influence of others. In this quiet space, you can uncover your authentic self, free from the need to conform or please. This clarity not only guides your decisions, but also reinforces your sense of purpose and direction, making your journey forward more intentional and meaningful. Neglect also offers a unique opportunity to cultivate creativity and innovation. In the absence of validation or attention, you are free to explore ideas and solutions that may not align with conventional norms. This freedom allows your creativity to flourish, as you are no longer constrained by the fear of judgment or rejection. Many groundbreaking ideas and achievements have emerged from periods of neglect, where individuals found the courage to think outside the box and pursue their visions despite a lack of external support. By embracing neglect as a space for experimentation and growth, you open the door to possibilities that might otherwise remain undiscovered. Another powerful aspect of transforming neglect into motivation is the empathy it fosters. Experiencing neglect can deepen your understanding of what it feels like to be overlooked or dismissed, making you more compassionate toward others who face similar challenges. This empathy strengthens your connections and relationships, allowing you to uplift and support those who may need encouragement. In this way, the lessons learned from neglect not only enhance your personal growth, but also contribute to a broader sense of community and mutual understanding. Harnessing neglect as motivation is about reclaiming your power and redefining your narrative. It is about recognizing that the lack of support or validation from others does not determine your worth or potential. By shifting your perspective and embracing the opportunities for growth that neglect presents, you transform it from a source of pain into a source of strength. Neglect becomes a teacher, guiding you towards self-reliance, resilience, and authenticity. It reminds you that your value is inherent, your potential is limitless, and your journey is yours to shape. Shifting focus is a transformative act that redefines how you perceive and approach life's challenges. The human mind naturally gravitates toward problems, often fixating on obstacles, limitations, and external factors that seem beyond control. While this tendency is understandable, It can trap you in a cycle of negativity and helplessness. The key to breaking free lies in consciously redirecting your attention from problems to solutions, from external influences to internal control, and from failures to lessons. This shift in focus is not about ignoring reality, but about choosing where to invest your energy and how to shape your perspective. Focusing on solutions instead of problems is a powerful way to regain control and create positive momentum. Problems, while inevitable, become more manageable when you approach them with a solution-oriented mindset. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong or what is lacking, ask yourself, what can I do to improve this situation? This simple yet profound question shifts your energy from stagnation to action. Solutions rarely appear instantly, but by focusing on possibilities and taking small, deliberate steps, you create a path forward. This proactive approach not only resolves challenges, but also builds confidence in your ability to navigate adversity. Redirecting focus from external influences to internal control is equally empowering. It is easy to become consumed by circumstances beyond your control. Other people's opinions, societal pressures, or unforeseen events. While these factors can impact your life, fixating on them leaves you feeling powerless. Shifting your focus inward allows you to reclaim that power. By concentrating on what you can control, your actions, responses, and mindset, you begin to reshape your reality. This internal focus fosters resilience, as it reminds you that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond to it. This sense of agency transforms challenges into opportunities for growth and self-mastery. Failures, too, hold the potential for profound transformation when viewed through the lens of lessons rather than defeat. Failure is often accompanied by disappointment, frustration, and self-doubt, yet it is one of life's greatest teachers. When you shift your focus to what a failure can teach you, it becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Each setback carries valuable insights about your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. By reflecting on these lessons and applying them to future efforts, you turn failure into a catalyst for growth. This perspective not only reduces the fear of failure, but also encourages you to take risks and embrace new opportunities with confidence. The act of shifting focus also enhances your ability to stay present and appreciate the journey. When you constantly fixate on problems or future outcomes, you miss the richness of the present moment. Shifting your attention to what you can do now fosters mindfulness and gratitude, both of which contribute to a more fulfilling and balanced life. This focus on the present does not mean abandoning long-term goals, but rather breaking them into manageable steps that you can act on today. By doing so, you align your actions with your aspirations, creating a sense of purpose and direction that propels you forward. One of the most profound effects of shifting focus is the clarity it brings. When your mind is no longer cluttered with negativity or distractions, you gain a sharper perspective on what truly matters. This clarity allows you to prioritize effectively, ensuring that your energy is directed toward the people, goals, and values that align with your authentic self. It helps you eliminate unnecessary stress and distractions, creating space for creativity, joy, and meaningful progress. The more you practice shifting focus, the more intuitive it becomes, transforming the way you approach every aspect of your life. Shifting focus is not a one-time decision, but an ongoing practice. It requires mindfulness, self-awareness, and intentionality to consistently redirect your attention toward what serves you best. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, enabling you to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. It empowers you to live with a sense of purpose and autonomy, knowing that while you cannot control every external factor, you have the power to shape your perspective and ultimately your life. This shift in focus is a simple yet profound act that can redefine your relationship with challenges, failures, and yourself, paving the way for a life of growth, fulfillment, and authentic success. In conclusion, the essence of a fulfilling and authentic life lies in the deliberate practice of personal responsibility and self-reliance. These principles serve as the foundation for empowerment, encouraging individuals to embrace their own agency and navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose. When you accept that your actions, decisions, and mindset shape your reality, you begin to unlock the potential within yourself to overcome challenges and achieve your goals. This shift in perspective not only fosters growth, but also deepens your connection to your true self, allowing you to live with authenticity and integrity. Personal responsibility empowers you to take ownership of both your successes and your setbacks. It transforms the way you approach challenges, reframing obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than barriers to progress. This mindset fuels resilience, a vital skill that enables you to adapt to change, recover from adversity, and move forward with renewed strength. Resilience, like responsibility, is a practice cultivated over time, requiring reflection, commitment, and a willingness to learn from every experience. Self-reliance complements this journey by fostering independence, both emotional and practical. It is the ability to stand on your own, confident in your capacity to make decisions and take action without reliance on external validation or support. Independence provides the freedom to pursue your passions, align your actions with your values, and build a life that reflects your authentic self. It grants you the courage to embrace solitude when necessary, using those moments of quiet introspection to realign with your goals and aspirations. Together, personal responsibility and self-reliance create a framework for true freedom. Freedom not from challenges, but from the limitations imposed by fear, doubt, and dependency. This freedom allows you to live a life defined not by the circumstances around you, but by the strength within you. It empowers you to rise above setbacks, face uncertainties with confidence, and pursue your dreams with unwavering determination. The journey toward embracing these principles is not without its challenges. Yet it is in facing these challenges that true growth occurs. Each step forward reinforces your ability to navigate life authentically, making choices that align with your deepest values and aspirations. As you cultivate resilience and independence, you discover that fulfillment is not a distant goal, but a daily practice, one that brings meaning and purpose to every moment. Ultimately, the story of personal responsibility and self-reliance is one of empowerment, authenticity, and liberation. It reminds us that the power to create a life of fulfillment lies not in external circumstances, but within ourselves. By committing to these lifelong practices, you pave the way for a future defined by freedom, purpose, and the unshakable confidence that comes from living true to who you are. This is the essence of a life well lived, one where you thrive, not because the path is easy, but because you have cultivated the strength to walk it with courage and grace.